Welcome. This is Mr. Gunn, and I just wanted to take a moment to quickly record some of the points that we went over on Parent Night if you were not able to make it in that evening. A little bit about myself. I'm from upstate New York originally, came to Lexington, Kentucky for graduate school back in '93 at UK, and finished my graduate studies and got a master's degree and got to PhD research and did not really enjoy doing research, and got an email one day from a little private school looking for a geometry teacher. And, well, the rest of, as we say, is history. That was back in the fall of '96, and since January of 1997 I've been here. So I'm going into my 17th year now teaching math, and we've switched around what we've taught many times, and currently I find myself teaching 6th grade and loving it. So looking forward to a great year. It's really just early in the year. We've just completed our first cycle, so we're still kind of in that honeymoon phase. So we're still getting to know each other, the kids and myself, but I'm really excited by what I've seen so far. Started a little bit non-traditionally with an activity right off the bat, and the kids really took to it great. So I was really impressed with a lot of their 21st century skills, their teamwork and how they really dug into the problem. They showed really good creativity, gave them very little information, and so they really had to own the learning and ask for information that they needed. It really was neat. As you probably know by now, we are continuing on with our flipped model of class teaching. So most of the homework assignments you will see throughout this year will consist of your student coming home and needing to watch a video wherein they will hear the lecture or see the lecture, and that's what they'll need to be ready the next day. Now they really need to pay good attention while they're doing the lesson, and every day that we have a flip video, the following day we'll have a daily quiz in class, which brings us a little bit to grading. Those daily quizzes are worth about worth exactly 10% of their grade. Each week we'll have some sort of assessment. If it's not a major test, it'll at least be a quiz each week, and that quiz will count for double the daily quizzes. The checkpoint quizzes count for 20% of their grade. And again, that's where they're refining their skills, learning a little bit more what they need to work on. And then finally, having watched videos, worked in class, done their work, gone over their work, taken daily quizzes, taken checkpoint quizzes, gotten those back and corrected those. Finally, they should really be masters of the material. And we'll end each unit with a unit test, and these will be their strongest grades I'm expecting of the year, and consequently I count that for 70% of their grade. In terms of homework expectations, like I said, most of the night's homework will consist of watching a video. As we're preparing for a test, there will be some review homework, so that is the one time you'll probably see them bring a textbook home to actually be doing a little bit of review work. Also, occasionally, each day in class, we do classwork, so the flipped model. They watch the instruction at home, and we work on problems in the class. If a student hasn't watched a video and has to use class time to catch up on the video, or is not using time as effectively as they should, first of all, we'll probably be talking about that. But second of all, when I assign classwork, I usually assign a little bit more than most students will be able to get done. But I also, towards the end of class, will reveal a stopping point. And if the students make it to the stopping point, they have finished enough of the work and they are done. If they don't make it to the stopping point, which is usually about half to 2/3 of the way, they may have a little bit of classwork to still finish for homework too. So that's pretty much what to expect for classwork. If things are going right, pretty much what they'll be doing is watching videos. In terms of oh, I know what I need to tell you. My cell phone. If you don't already have this number in your phone, please take a moment and go ahead and write it down and record it. It is 321-7254. I do put these videos out as public videos, so we'll just leave the area code off, but I think you know what area code you need to put in there. Go ahead and save that number. Pretty much, well, not pretty much, but 24/7. anytime you have a question, concern, don't hesitate to give me a call. If I'm teaching or if it's late at night, it'll just go to my voicemail, and at my earliest convenience, I'll hear your message and I'll get back in touch with you. And that could be anything about math classes. It can be something like, what do we need to pack for Green River, when you're having kind of a stressed out conversation late Monday night before we head off on that trip. It could be clarifying dress code or expectations here at school, anything of the sort. It's just good, I found, to have a really open line of communication between myself and families at home. So don't hesitate, and please don't keep the kids from calling me. And so even if it's 9:30, 10 o'clock, if they're still working on something, if I'm most likely working on stuff myself, and I'll be happy to address that. And again, if it's too late at night, my phone will be off and be charging, but I will get that message first thing when I turn my phone on in the morning. Let's see. Calculator requirements. For this class, all you really need, let's go ahead and add a new slide here. All you're really going to need is a TI calculator. It doesn't really, well, I guess that's not going to work. Okay, so, but a TI calculator, any TI calculator should do the trick. TI-30 is the common one, and then there's usually a whole bunch of letters that come after that. X2S, X2SA, solar, this. Any TI-30 would be fine. You can find those anywhere from an office supply store. Walmart usually carries them. You can find them at some of the bigger Krogers. Anything along those lines should be enough for the middle school math. They don't really need a graphing calculator until quite a bit further on. We used to use those in algebra, but I believe Mr. Griggs is even moving away from those. So TI-30, and if it's not a TI-30, as long as it does square roots and exponents, it will be fine for this year, for both Course 1 and Pre-Algebra. It doesn't matter. Either one will be fine. But TI-30s is what most kids will have, and then it's a little easier to follow along with the keystrokes. I think that's pretty much it. I will say that as a school, we have absolutely zero tolerance for bullying, so if you have any concerns like that, please don't hesitate to get a hold of us. Ms. McCarthy, myself, your child's advisor. If there is something getting in the way of your student just having the best experience, please let us know. So as I wrap up, I just thank you for taking a few moments to watch this video. I'm sorry you couldn't be here on Parent Night, but as I say here, I'm really looking forward to a great year with your students. We've already gotten off to a great start. And again, if there's anything at all that I can do to help or address any concerns or questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. All right? Take care, everybody, and thanks for watching.